It's very interesting to study micronutrients. This might be explored, but it's a fascinating topic. Our microbiota synthesizes essential amino acids, synthesizes vitamins, and allows us to absorb minerals. But minerals, vitamins, and amino acids also have an impact on the microbiome, and it's a really interesting topic. They increase commensal bacteria, vitamin A, B, C, D, E, beta carotene, and zinc, and we also know exactly which groups or which bacteria increase. Like in this case, we're talking about lactobacillus, bifidobacteria, and roseburia. Well, there you have a bunch of examples that we don't have time to develop. But micronutrients have an impact on all aspects of the microbiota. For instance, a zinc deficiency increases pathogenic bacteria, and circulating iron promotes bacterial overgrowth, encouraging pathogenic biofilms. Besides micronutrients and macronutrients, high-impact gut microbiome components like prebiotics are worth exploring. A prebiotic diet rich in fiber or a probiotic diet with fermented foods is recommended. Besides studying nutrients, there are impactful components in the gut microbiome, like prebiotics. A fiber-rich or fermented food diet is key. Macronutrients are fiber, not all digested, but feeding microbes. And here I'm not talking about supplements. I'm talking about following a prebiotic diet, a diet with dietary fiber, or a probiotic diet where we include fermented foods. The macronutrients would be the carbohydrates accessible to the microbiota, which would be that dietary fiber, because not all of it is digested by the microbes, but the part that does directly feed the microorganisms. And there we have some of the main beta-glucans, galacto-oligosaccharides, fructooligosaccharides, mucilages, pectin, and resistant starch. And we will find that this is present in a plant-based diet in a significant way. Fermented foods would be another component that can be in the diet and has a high impact on the gut microbiome. There are those that don't contain live microorganisms and those that do, so including a fermented food with live microorganisms is part of a probiotic diet. In this case, yogurt, sauerkraut, kombucha, miso, kefir, tempeh, etc. Depending on our goals, we adjust the diet by adding or removing foods. Polyphenols are crucial for the microbiome, linked to health. Diet is key. Supplement or include for health. Polyphenols are super interesting and have a big impact on the microbiome, especially when we want to boost Akkermansia mucinifila, a bacteria that has countless publications related to metabolic issues, directly linked to maintaining the mucus layer. It's one of those bacteria we always need to keep an eye on, along with various foods that contain these polyphenols. At all times, we're talking about diet. All these high-impact components can be supplemented, but all these components can also be included in a diet to ensure it's suitable for the microbiome. And finally, omega-3 fatty acids. They have a big impact on the microbiome. Their benefits are well known, and they're widely used. But perhaps less is known about the huge impact that omega-3s have on the microbiome. An example would be the increase of bifidobacteria, or for instance, the reduction of lipopolysaccharides, which are also strongly linked to metabolic issues, and that low-grade chronic inflammation. Well, omega-3s reduce that inflammation, the inflamed environment. They're mainly going to have three ways to impact the microbiome. One way would be by quantitatively and qualitatively modulating the composition of the microbiota, altering the levels of pro-inflammatory mediators, like those LPS I mentioned, and regulating the levels of short-chain fatty acids. And what we're figuring out over time is that many of the benefits of omega-3s are mediated by their impact on the microbiome.